We have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man that go nuts if he cash shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
Queen.
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your
Ahmadiyah.
skin?
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
I'm
Queen.
getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning Blaque in once again to the original Queen QueenAShakur show. Also, thanks to those of you tuned in on the Queen QueenAShakur TV show. I'm your host, Queen QueenAShakur, and this is your morning wake-up call. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channels if you haven't done so already. Unsubscribe if you have a problem. Don't come in here voicing your grievances. This is not the HR department. All right? Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr._A_Shakur. You can also follow me on TikTok at Dr. A. Shakur, Twitter at DGoddess27. Okay, if you do subscribe, be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Okay, now, before we get started, I want to remind you all again about the Black Agenda hosted by Michi X, April the 22nd through 23rd. Okay, starting at 9 a.m. on the 22nd in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, tickets are still available. You can go to the website. And also, if you can't make the trip to Atlanta, they do have virtual tickets for you to purchase. Okay, they do have virtual tickets for you all to purchase. So with that all being said, let's get ready to get into it because this is all so crazy. I'm going to be using most of Taharka Bay, aka GS. I'm going to be using most of his receipts. Pay attention. Because here's the thing. Before I get into Bussy Reek, let's talk about Justin Pearson. Justin Pearson is the young man who was ousted by the Republicans in Tennessee. Okay. And they reinstated Representative Justin Jones, but not Pearson. Now, there had been a myriad of issues with between Pearson, and the Republicans in Tennessee prior to him being expelled. Okay, so let me just pull this up real quick. I'm going to show this, and then we're going to talk about Justin first. Okay, We're going to talk about Justin first because Bussy Reek is trying to call Justin out for being fake. And, I don't know Justin, maybe he is. But at the end of the day, Bussy Reek's the last one who needs to talk about somebody being fake or somebody changing up, switching up the game and all of that. I'm just saying, he can't make it make sense. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Hold on just a moment. I'm going to share this video that I posted yesterday. Some of you have already seen it. I'm Dr. Shakur. It was just last week when Representatives Justin Jones and Justin Pearson were expelled from their seats by Republicans in Tennessee for simply participating in an anti-gun violence protest. Their ally, Representative Gloria Johnson, also participated in the protest, but she didn't lose her seat. Well, now Representative Justin Jones has been reinstated, but they don't seem to be so willing to reappoint Representative Justin Pearson. Let's get into it. The unanimous vote by the Nashville Metropolitan Council took just a few minutes to restore Representative Jones back to his seat that he'd been stripped of just 4 days prior by the Republicans in Tennessee. Shortly after that, Jones marched several blocks to the Capitol where he stood on the steps and took the oath of office. Jones says that he will continue to do the work and be the voice for the people. Meanwhile, Pearson's GOP opponents have actually threatened his district with the removal of funds if he is in fact reappointed. Now, Pearson says that he finds it very appalling that Nashville leaders would go as far as to threaten other elected officials with the removal of funds for simply following the democratic process for reappointment. This is all so crazy. They really don't want to get this man back in office, but they're threatening to take funds. So they're going to punish everyone simply because they don't like Justin Pearson. Pay attention. Pearson says this is just a testament to the type of culture they've continuously had to deal with a supermajority of the Republicans in Tennessee. Also, legal counsel, and that includes former U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder, they say that they have warned the GOP about retaliation. Now, in a letter that was sent to Tennessee House Speaker Cameron Sexton by Democratic attorneys, they say that both Pearson and Jones were expelled not for anything illegal or unethical, but simply for exercising their constitutional rights. And the Republicans not only wrongfully expelled them and took them, deprived them of the opportunity as duly elected legislators to represent their districts, but they also disenfranchised those people, the voters, whom they were both elected to represent. Pearson has been the subject of drama ever since winning the seat in January. Okay, he was criticized by Tennessee Republicans for wearing a dashiki on the House floor. They later tweeted that if he didn't like rules, that maybe he should look for another opportunity for a career where he's not in charge of making them. Okay, so it looks to me like the reason they really don't care for this young man is because he is too much of the color that I'm wearing. Pay attention. Okay. So it just seems to me that they don't like this young man. Now, I don't know Justin Pearson, and I can't vouch for him. I can only go by what I've seen and heard from him thus far. But that's what we do with most people, right? We may do some research or whatnot, but here's the thing. Let's just say that he has made a drastic change. That doesn't mean that he's disingenuous. He could be disingenuous. I'm sure that if he is, we'll find out sooner or later. But at the end of the day, here's the thing. If merely changing the way you look and behave means you're disingenuous and a fraud or a fake, well, what does that say about Bussy Reek? I have so many questions. First of all, I need to know how Bussy Reek goes from being this. Say what now, Bussy Reek? The art of Mackie, he was a whole pimp. He was a whole pimp. So here's the thing. His silly little minions who are falling for his BS, what he said about Justin, and even if he is right about Justin, the thing is, I'm interested to know why his minions don't have those same questions about him. How did he come from being a pimp and a wannabe gangster rapper to being a so-called pro-Black activist who's fighting so hard and relentlessly for reparations? How does he go from saying that single Black mothers don't deserve reparations because their sons are out here being menaces to society, but now he's fighting for reparations? How does that happen? I have questions. I have so many questions, but hold on. Everyone get those likes up. Please like and share. How does he go from being a so-called alpha male, as he has claimed to be, to doing this? Gone with the wind, fabulous he was. Okay, I have questions. I have questions, so let's talk about it. Now, let me go back. Y'all are so crazy. He is the biggest grifter ever, Malika. Yes, he absolutely is. But hold on. Now, let's focus on Justin Peterson again for a moment. I found this article as I was doing my research on Pearson. I keep saying Peterson, on Pearson. I found this article, so I'm going to share my screen so you all can see it. Global Goddess said, not Gone with the Wind, fabulous. Yes, that's exactly who he is, beloved. At least in that video, he was doing the damn thing, honey. Pay attention. Okay, so this is Justin. He was in a suit, wearing a fade, has an afro. Okay. They say, if you dare to think perhaps Pearson might be faking, congratulations, your fraud radar works. Now, I want you to know that this article was written by a Caucasian, and it comes from a site called The Federalist. I think we can tell who runs this. So anyway, we're going to skip through all of this. Well, they say there is a long list of white Democrats who love putting on rhetorical blackface to try to appear less white, more ethnic, and more authentically authentic. And they go on to list a myriad of people. But then they start talking about Justin. And so they have this clip of him right here. So let's watch it.
We and you are seeking to expel District 86's representation from this House in a country that was built on a protest. In a country that was built on a protest. You who celebrate July 4th, 1776, pop fireworks and eat hot dogs. You say to protest is wrong because you spoke out of turn, because you spoke up for people who are marginalized. You spoke up for children who won't ever be able to speak again. You spoke up for parents who don't want to live in fear. You spoke up for Larry Thorne, who was murdered by gun violence. You spoke up for people that we don't want to care about. In a country built on people who speak out of turn, who spoke out of turn, who fought out of turn to build a nation. I come from a long line of people who have resisted.
Okay, now let's look at this next clip. They say, if fake it till you make it. If you remember Arsenio Hall doing his preacher character in Coming to America, or saw Robert Townsend Cult's 80s comedy Hollywood Shuffle, you might have forgotten, you might be forgiven for thinking Pearson's persona is all a bit much. The hair, the disco ties and the suits, the cadence. Is he for real? Or is he doing what I can only call a modern day minstrel show for clouds? If you dare to think that perhaps Pearson might be faking it, congratulations, your fraud radar works. My friend Inez Stepman recently sent me a video of Justin Pearson from 2016, taken when he was a student at Bowdoin College. Bowdoin, I think that's how you say it. But anyway, so here's the clip. Let's look at it.
Hey everybody, I'm Justin J. Pearson, and I'm running for president of BSG. There are a few reasons that we're running this campaign this year. One has to do with representation. How can we represent all voices in a conversation? I wanted to do this by partnering with organizations from the Bowdoin Democrats to the Bowdoin Republicans. I want to bring together different voices, dissenting voices, voices that may be more liberal or more conservative, in order that we can reach a point of sort of the radical middle, where conversation and dialogue happens and growth happens. Right now, we have tensions on our campus that can only be resolved by understanding one another. And creating those forums and those spaces will be a part of the legacy I hope to lead as the BSG president. BSG must also work better as a liaison between students and administration, not working for administration, but bringing the concerns, the values, and the beliefs of students by listening and engaging with the student body to administration, not for administration. Next, we really want to work on safety and security. This year has shown us the challenges we have on our campus and in the Brunswick community. So I want to make sure that we're working with BPD to Bowdoin security to make our campus a safer place for all students. And that includes working with people like Benji Douglas to make sure that we're working on sexual assault prevention here on our campus. There are many issues that we can work together to solve. And that includes working on institutionally environmental issues. That includes building better connections with residential life, of which I'm a part. But I can't do this alone. And we can't win this election without you going out and voting. So join the People's Pearson campaign and let's chart ourselves to a better future. Thank you.
Okay, so they think the person who has this platform, the Federalist, they think that Justin is being fake. Well, here's the thing. I'm sorry, that was in 2016. We're in 2023. Maybe he just decided to change his appearance. Maybe he is fake. I don't know. But I'm not going to say that he's fake automatically just because of that, because his voice sounds the same. His voice sounds the same. And then some people say, oh, he sounds like Dr. Martin Luther King. Well, he kind of did in one of his speeches. I thought so too. But how do we know that isn't because he grew up listening to Dr. Martin Luther King's speeches and he emulates him or he idolizes him? Who knows? But anyway, let's look at this. Everyone, please get those likes up. Everyone, please get the likes up. I just thought about something. Let me go to this real quick. This just came to mind. Let me show you all this, and you all tell me what you think. Because, honey, let me tell you something. Anybody can switch it all up. Hold on, pay attention. Anybody can switch it up. And it's not always that you're being fake. Sometimes you adapt to your surroundings, as Mr. Hotel said. Sometimes, you know, they have an old saying, when in Rome, do as the Romans. Sometimes that's what people do. Sometimes it's called code switching. If you know or notice, sometimes I use correct grammar and sometimes I talk ghetto. Okay. It's all about who you're talking to and what you're doing and where you are. At the end of the day, I mean, many Black people code switch. That's all I'm saying. But hold on. That doesn't make you fake. All right. Now watch this. Now I just want y'all to see this because this was funny to me and I had forgotten all about this till just now. It literally just came to mind. Pay attention.
What really happened on that Thursday here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death?
The fuck is that? Shit! I'm dying in this fucking country ass fucked up town. Shit flying in my mouth. The fuck? I can't see pollen. Let's get the fuck out this country, motherfucker. I can't even see me.
Okay.
Now, would you all say that man was being fake? No. He was at work, so he was being professional. And when that video of Justin Pearson back in 2016, when that was recorded, well, he was actually running for president of the college that he attended. Okay, and what's the matter with him having a fade back then? Because his voice sounded the same. His talking and speech, all of that sounded the same. All of that sounded the same. Now, at the end of the day, this is what I find interesting. If Justin Pearson was so fake, why would the Republicans in Tennessee be on him so hard? If he was a Democratic shield, well, why would they be against him? I'm just saying. Wouldn't they be embracing him? I have questions. Now, at the end of the day, like I said, I don't know this young man. Until I see something that really proves that he's fake, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, because that's what I do with my own people. I don't throw my own people under the bus without warrants, okay, like Bussy Reek does. Here's the thing. I find it interesting that Bussy Reek has a problem with Justin Pearson, but not with Marcel Dixon, who was promoting that Italian man who was talking slick about Pan-Africanists who are Black. He doesn't have a problem with that, and he doesn't have a problem doing it himself. He talks slick about Black folks, calls Black people dusty, ghetto, says you live in Section 8 housing. He says all these things, Bussy Reek that is. How is a person who's pro-Black talking about those sorts of things when he's insulting his own followers because they ask him questions that he does not wish to answer? But hold on, let's go to Taharka's receipts, because this is what took me out. This is what took me out. Hold on. First of all, I'm going to start off where Taharka actually shows when Bussy Reek contacted the poor man in his own chat. Okay. Let me start off with that. Hold on. I'm gathering my time steps. I have it all written down. Pay attention. So I'm going to share my screen. Lights up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. Y'all know they have the Queen Shadow Band. Okay. Now you see there, when the poor man said that Bussy Reek contacted him, he did so. He hopped in his chat. Remember, I told y'all that I heard that he bullied him in his own chat. Okay, so this is what he says. Bussy Reek says, "Hello, Marwan. This is Tariq Nasheed. You never sent us your information, and I was wondering why you lied and said you contacted us when we have no record of you sending us your information." Now, here's the question, beloveds. How is there no record? How is there no record of him sending his information, but you know that his real name is Marwan? How does he know his real name? Also, if there's no record of him sending you information, how did they get his money? Because when he sent his money, he sent 3 different payments on 3 different occasions. So with that all being said, did he not send his information with the money? How did you know who the money came from if he didn't send any information? Like, make that make sense. But anyway, let me continue. And then he goes on to say, then I see your video. You admit that you are just trolling using my name to draw clicks to your channel to get views. So that explains these bad faith arguments you're making. We have other people's names, images, and business links up in the museum. So why would we not have your info up there? You never gave us your info. From your behavior, when we do post your business info up in the museum, you're just going to move the goalpost and come up with more bad faith troll arguments in order to get your YouTube click. That's what he said. Now, first of all, where is this phantom wall with names and businesses on it, as Bussy Reek claims? Because like I said, no one has said anything about the wall. He hasn't shown the wall. I'm sorry. And those people that went to that museum, if he's lying, they know he's lying. So I want you to pay attention to how these people continue to support him when they know he's a liar and a grifter. We have caught him in numerous lies. He's a pathological liar. We have seen and heard him lie right to people's faces. He doesn't care because he knows that his stupid Bussy Reekian minions are going to go for whatever he says because they're all a bunch of clout chasers. Okay, that's what they are. But hold on, let's move on. Now, I'm going to start off at the 46-minute mark. Hold on, I got to let y'all see Miss Connie, his mother-in-law. I got to let y'all see her delicious cuisine that she cooks for him. This is likely why he has gout. Pay attention.
Good. I'm saving you a plate.
Don't save me one, honey. That looks like toilet water.
I wanna introduce y'all to Connie's Country Kitchen smothered pork chop gravy with cabbage stew. Oh, it's amazing. I think you can reach it on Tariq'sMother-in-law.com. Connie's Country Kitchen smothered pork chops in gravy cabbage stew. That's a mouthful, but man, they say it is.
Now, let me stop right there for a second, because here's the thing I find interesting. He's talking about somebody switching up. He's always acting like he's so against wanton supremacist and that he's so pro-Black, but your mother-in-law be living up in your house cooking that. Pork chop stew. Really, Bussy Reek? Make it all make sense. Now, let's stop right here.
Shows how nefarious this guy is. He's really up to something. So in this latest post earlier today, he says, so this guy went from Carlton Banks to rocking an afro and speaking with a fake accent. Are we wrong? So what he's saying is that this guy here, and the reason you're going to know why this is important in a minute. The reason why this is important is because let me jump myself up real quick. Let me put myself on the screen 1 second. The reason why this is important. 1 second. Where's my camera? Hey. There it is. The reason why this is important is because we're gonna watch how Tariq is trying to transform how he does things now. And what I mean, you're going to figure it out in 1 second. Let me get all my stuff back like it was. You're going to figure it out all in 1 second. So he's talking about this guy right here, right? And what he's talking about is that this guy here went from wearing an afro to basically cleaning himself up to this level and be conservative, whatever that may mean. Whatever that may mean. So he's saying that, all right, who is this guy? Isn't it ironic that he now want to look into somebody's past and ask who is this person when in fact he have yet to tell the people who he is? You know what I'm saying? Now, my thing is this. I don't even know this guy. In fact, I could care less about Justin Pearson. I don't know him. I'm not in Tennessee. What he does don't affect me. It is what it is. I don't just chase news stories just to have something to talk about on the internet. But what I do is I cover these grifters. And it's amazing that Tariq would actually try to act as if he's trying to uncover who this guy is when he have yet to even address him being Marcus Vincent Thomas. That he have yet to address that $1 million loan. That he have yet to address Marcus Sanders accused of murder. That he have yet to address, hold up, we can keep going, Cosmo Flex. He haven't even admitted that his name is Cosmo Flex. He have yet to address any of that. So again, there is that I can speak for me. I don't know Justin Pearson. I mean, he's a Tennessee state representative. Okay, I don't know who he is. What he do don't affect me at this point. You know what I mean? If he done something I thought was newsworthy, I might speak on it. But I'm really not into trying to find these politicians being consistent with anything. Many of them is no different than Tariq Nasheed. So that's not surprising. You know what I'm saying? That's not surprising that, this guy, Justin Pearson, is playing a role of being a conservative 1 minute and being pro-black the next minute. Well, Tariq do that in his everyday life. Tariq goes home to pretty much a Eurocentric type situation with his mother-in-law. We seen, I put the video up. You know what I'm saying? We seen what type of company he keep. He doesn't keep no company of no FBA. Come on now. He don't keep no FBA company. Not in his personal life. So this is no different than Tariq. So how in the world is he going to try to use this methodology to try to figure out who somebody is when in fact he have yet to reveal who he is? He have yet to tell the people. He have yet to come clean. So now he want to try to use this tactic to try to, who is this guy? He was once this, now he's that. But when we going to start talking about when you was once this and that? Is that you, Cosmo? Is that you? You ain't addressed this. Because and I tell you time and time again that I am of the thought that Tariq Nasheed was those people back then. I'm of the thought that Tariq Nasheed was those people back then. I feel as though that he was hired to infiltrate hip hop, yet it did not work. It did not work. It was money behind him. It was a machine behind him, but it did not work because hip hop at that point was organically building its own platform and nobody could hold it in his hand. It was like water. It was more supple than water. You know what I'm saying? Nobody could hold it. Nobody could call it. Nobody knew which direction it was going to take. Has he addressed that? That got shut down. I know about that. So it won't affect me at this point. And they was really into that thing. You had the gold is for the money, the green is for the honey. I forget the brother name. Everybody had pimp cups. Y'all remember that? Lord John had a pimp cup. Y'all remember that? Lord John screaming, yeah, with the pimp cup. Y'all remember that? Everybody had pimp cups. And I believe that was a form of infiltration too. Now, did it work? No. It could have, but nobody followed it close enough at that time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they was talking about prostitution. Maybe they was talking about. So with that. Has he addressed that people saying that that he's in the witness protection program under the name Tariq Nasheed? Has he answered to any of these questions? This is all over the internet. This come from Tassetti Truth on Twitter. You can read the entire court document, they say. Has he addressed that they accusing him on the internet, throughout the internet, of being caught up in a drug sting? And one that went to testify that back in 99, he was murdered, and they accuse Tariq Nasheed of being the one who actually did that and then was pulled out by the feds as Marcus Sanders, which his father's last name is saying. Has he even addressed that? Has he even speak on that? Does he even speak on that? No. So for him to have the audacity to try to speak on someone that is flip-flopping and changing in identities as it relates to conforming to his mission, brother, you don't have no room to talk, because all throughout the internet, many people have accused you of being a cold-blooded murderer. On the internet. I don't accuse you of that. I'm just asking. Why? Listen, if someone would accuse me of something this heinous and saying that I am in witness protection program, one of the first thing that I would do, I would preserve my name and say, come on, let's talk about it. Because if I'm going to be a public representative, I want the public to be confident in what we are striving towards. But does he address any of this? No. So he doesn't even have any room to talk about anybody. He has no room to talk about anybody because he have yet to address something that's been lingering around the internet since he came to the internet, trying to push this black agenda. That's right. And I don't mean the black agenda with Nietzsche X, when I'm talking about the FBA and all of this empowerment stuff. It's all a grift. It's all a grift. It's all a grift. It's all a grift. And this what he need to answer up for. It's all over the internet. Look at this. Videos here. Tariq Nasheed, right there. All over the internet. He have yet to address any of this. So he doesn't get to try to scrutinize people that is double talking or flip flopping or changing identities. He don't get to do that. Not on my watch. You're going to address some of this stuff all over the park, all over the internet, all over the internet. Tariq Nasheed, murderer and habitual liar and thief, all over the internet. You ain't addressing none of this. So you don't get no pass talking about nobody. I don't care who it is. Nah, you don't get no pass. Look at this. All over the internet. There you go. There you go. These are YouTube videos. These are YouTube videos. This is not Tahaka Bay saying this. This is people. This is people around the internet that have been researching you way before me. You follow me? This is people that have been searching you way before me. I mean, Tariq Nasheed, a.k.a. Marcus Sanders, gave up someone big to avoid prison. Marcus Sanders, a.k.a. Tariq Nasheed, the mask is off. This is way before Tahaka Bay. So yeah, you don't get to troll on the internet and talk about some representative that chooses to talk like Martin 1 minute and then talk like Obama the next minute. Nah, you don't get to do that. No, you don't get to do that. Not on my watch, because we're going to expose it all. We're going to expose it all. That's right. And like I said, I didn't say this. This is what the word is out about you. That there was a drug deal gone bad in '99, and one that was going to testify against you. Ultimately, they when they sent y'all home, this is allegedly what's supposed to have happened. When they sent y'all home, you had a monitor on your leg, allegedly. You cut the monitor off, banged the man out at the gas station, went on about your business, and then turned yourself in to the federal marshals. Ironically, the federal marshals is the one who is over top of the witness protection program.
Okay, so I just want y'all to pay attention. I'm going to fast forward. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share.
Who in their right mind writes the CIA? That's crazy. Like, it wouldn't even make me a difference if the CIA or the FBI is watching me. Man, listen, what they gonna tell me? Yeah, we got a file on you, then what? It don't even make sense. Yeah, we got a file on you, of course. Then what?
Now, let me say something about that. Let me stop the share for a minute. Him writing a letter to the CIA was nothing more than a clout chase, if that letter is even authentic. He could have had Peanut draft that up for all we know, or his mother-in-law, who, by the way, they say she used to work for law enforcement. Pay attention. That's the word. But I find it very interesting. Why would you write to the CIA? Well, a clout chase. If you thought the CIA or the FBI, whomever was investigating you, what is writing them going to do? Like Taharka said. At the end of the day, Is he supposed to intimidate them by sending them the letter demanding to know what they have on him? Are they going to tell you, oh, well, we know that you did X, Y, and Z? Like, why would you do that? It was a whole clout chase. And that's what his silly little minions don't seem to realize. He's the clout chaser. They love to say that people are using his name for clout. Honey, please. Nobody's using his name for clout because, in fact, if we were using his name for clout, well, how is that possible when people keep unsubscribing to us, getting mad at us, trying to threaten us, and all of that? So it's not a clout chase. It's because we're speaking the truth about him, and some people just don't want to hear it. Okay, writing a letter to the CIA. First of all, who does that? I'm just saying, ask yourselves really, who really would do something like that? Who really would always call people agents? Who really is always trying to flip the script when someone says something about them? I want y'all to pay attention because if you remember, Taharka also showed a video where Bussy was recently in Texas and he had his friend Ola with him, the Nigerian. And Ola was acting like he didn't want to be on camera. And Bussy said, oh, look at Ola. He acting like he in the witness protection program. Y'all know why he said that? Because people are saying that he's in the witness protection program. Now, someone asked in the chat last night on Taharka's show, they said if he's in the witness program, a witness protection program, why would he be all over YouTube? Well, if he is in there, he would have been put in the program in 1999. In 1999, that's like 30 years ago, right? That's almost 30 years ago. So, with that all being said, at the end of the day, something is not right about him. He has all of these allegations from numerous people, not just a handful of people. Numerous people have been saying things about him didn't look right. One of those videos or one of those posts that GS showed was from 4 years ago. People have been thinking that he was an agent or a paid informant at the least. People have been saying that. And he has never come out and denied it, addressed it, or spoken on it. Now, I want you to pay attention because when he made those false allegations against Taharka, right, calling Taharka a sex offender, Taharka not only addressed it, he showed us his receipts, he showed us the case number and everything. Now, why can't Tariq do that when people are saying that people are accusing him of murder? Why can't he say that? Why can't he say anything to defend himself? But what he does is gaslights and deflects, tries to paint false narratives, and he's the one who gives bad faith arguments, but he tries to always flip that on someone else. Oh, it's so crazy. He can't make it make sense. Okay, that's what he can't do. But hold on. Now let's look at these fake flags. No, I'm going to skip past that. We're going to go to the FBA conference. Hold on. His little advertisements for the FBA conference. Here we go. Now I want y'all to pay attention. Hold on. Let me start the share again. I forgot I stopped the share. Here we go.
That's when he was promoting the Foundational Black American Conference. Is that FBA to you? Look at the whole commercial. Look at the commercial. Tells you everything. Tells you everything.
Let me go back a little bit so you all can see the whole thing. Hold on.
Because he's going to tell his handlers, we need to fly our flag. We need to fly our flags. You haven't seen one of these flags flying on the Hidden Mystery Museum not one time since it was open. So what does the flag stand for?
A grift.
What is it all about?
A grift.
I'm trying to tell you this man is not who he say he is. You know what I mean? People going to learn. People going to learn the hard way. I mean, unfortunately, I got to teach them, but they're going to learn the hard way. Listen to this, family. I'm going to just let this play. This is from him promoting This is his commercial. And this for educational purpose, copyright. This is his commercial. What is this commercial for though? Anybody know? Just look at it. That look FBA to you? Is that FBA to you? That's when he was promoting the Foundational Black American Conference. Is that FBA to you?
Now, here's the thing. I want you all to pay attention, because at the end of the day, if he was having a whole FBA conference, why wouldn't he be flying in the commercial? Why wouldn't he have his FBA flag flying? The flag that he sells to his minions. Why wouldn't he have had that flag flying? Like, how does that even make sense? But I want y'all to pay attention, because if you know anything about Sammy the Bull Gravano, Sammy Gravano worked for the mob. He deleted, I believe, 19 people. So to keep from having a lengthy jail time, prison time, he started ratting on other people. He was a government informant. He says that when he walked away, they wrapped him in the American flag. That's what Sammy the Bull said, that the feds wrapped him in the American flag. That means this is your allegiance to us and the flag. So I'm just saying, nobody finds that suspicious, but they find the fact, his minions, that is, they find the fact that Justin Pearson, in 2016, when he was in college, a young person, had a low haircut, and now he has an afro. So let me ask you all this. How many people in here, let's take a survey, myself included. How many people in here wear your hair or dress the same as you did when you were in high school or college? One's in the chat if you wear your hair and you dress the same as you did in college, because I know I don't. I know I don't. One's in the chat. Two's if no. If you wear your clothes the same, your hair is the same as when you were in college, put ones in the chats. If everything is the same. If everything is the same as when you were in college, put ones in the chats. Okay, I see mostly twos. One person put a one, but most people do not. It's called evolving. It's called growing up. Now, I'm not going to say Justin Pearson isn't fake. I don't know. But what I'm not going to do is be stupid enough to say that he is so from a video that came out in 2016 till now, because he dresses different and has a different hairstyle. Okay? I got my locks in 2015. If you saw pictures of me before that, would you say, oh, she got locks now, she being fake? That's so stupid. It's nonsensical. It doesn't make sense. And especially doesn't make sense coming from someone like Bussy Reek. It especially doesn't make sense coming from someone like him, who has switched up so much. But hold on. Let me see if I can find this video of Dane Calloway. I think this is it right here. Hold on, let me cue this video, beloveds. Everyone get those likes up. Please like and share. Now, let me go to the 10 minutes timestamp. I'm going to show you all this picture. I'm not going to play the audio because I don't have Dane's permission. But I want you all to see this picture, and then I'm going to play the audio on my phone after I take the picture down. Now, I want you all to see this real quick. This is a picture of Bussy Reek. This is a picture of Bussy Reek. Now, I want y'all to look at it. I want y'all to look at that very closely, because you see, this is your boy Bussy Reek surrounded by Africans. Surrounded by Africans. Okay, that's him with a bunch of Africans. All right, now you all saw that. You all saw that. Now, I want you to listen to the audio of what Dane played while he was showing that clip. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. I'm gonna put Bussy Reek's face up on the screen. Hold on. If I have an overlay of him, hold on for just a second. Let me see.
No, that nigga's a clown. And the third was, how many people do you think out of Black Americans have ties?
Hold on.
Hey, young man, let me just say. Sir, you're speaking from your taxi over in New York somewhere. You're not in your home country. Young man, I'm in my home country, young man, okay? Unlike you, Tariq Nasheed, you're not even in your home country. You think America is yours. You are nothing, young man. Anyways, I'm going to let our African queen speak there. She has a hand up. Sharon, speak. And this is my country, by the way, sir. Tariq, shut the fuck up. It's not, no. I don't know what Black Americans own here. What do you own in your mouth? You don't own anything in your home.
Now, he went from praising Africans, talking about how nice they treated him when he was in their country and all of that. He went from doing all of that. He went from being so down with the Africans. He went from being a whole Pan-Africanist to hating Black immigrants and calling them tethers. How does that happen? But he wants to talk about somebody else switching up. Like, make that make sense. Okay, hold on. And then here's another thing. He goes from being so pro-Black. Hold on. He goes from being so pro-Black to basically saying that Black people are dumb. Hold on, let me find that receipt. I want y'all to hear this. I want y'all to hear this, the 14-minute mark. Okay, I want y'all to hear this. This fool agreed with Raccoon, right? A plantation pappy, Jesse Lee Peterson. And in fact, he said before that he likes Jesse Lee Peterson. Now I want y'all to hear this. Because this is y'all's man, Bussy Reek, for the Bussy Reekians listening. Pay attention. I'm going to play this audio.
We're going to build a system that control all people of color. We're going to do this and do that. And then the people of color have fallen into that. So somebody had to be smart and somebody had to be dumb. Yep. And it seems to me that the people of color are the dumb one because, as you said, it's the white people who are making this happen, right?
I agree 100%.
And why not overcome being dumb rather than trying to stop the smart man from doing what he does?
All non-white people are too dumb to get smart.
Really?
Yeah.
And so those same people that he calls dumb are the same people supporting and funding his dreams and aspirations of becoming the biggest scam artist to ever infiltrate the so-called Black community. Now
I want y'all to just pay attention, because here's the thing. Bussy Reekians can't tell me nothing. Okay, they can't tell me anything because he called them fools. He said non-Black people are too dumb to get smart. That's what he said. Now he's all pro-Black. You were sitting up there with Jesse Lee Peterson, a whole raccoon, agreeing with him. He said, I agree with that 100%. What kind of pro-Black person likes a raccoon and agrees with them when they're talking down on Black people? I just want y'all to pay attention. But he's talking about Justin Pearson. If Justin Pearson is a fraud, Bussy Reek, you're the last one who needs to try to point that out. And here's the thing I want y'all to pay attention to. If you want to see that whole video of Taharka's receipts, go to Moore's World TV. He has plenty. Go and watch all of his videos on Bussy Reek. You will get more and more information. Okay? But here's the thing. The Bussy Reekians can't tell me anything because they are completely foolish. All right? Now, they know he's telling lies at this point. They can't be that stupid. Why do they think all of these people are going in on him? Make it make sense. But at the end of the day, they'll just continue to go along with the program because some of them are getting checks. But in fact, a lot of them are just clout chasing. And that's what they're doing. They're clout chasing. They're trying to use him to build up their own channels, You know, they want recognition from him because they think he's a whole celebrity. And so some of them just want to be near and dear to him. They don't care what he's doing. And those type of people are not B1. And I want y'all to pay attention because Jason Blaque is not B1 either. Now I see why Wig called him, said he wasn't B1 that time. Because Jason Blaque and Professor Black Truth are the same person, as well as Black Authority, in my opinion. That's what I think. I'd love to see the both of them at the same time, Black Authority and Professor Black Truth. I like to see them at the same time, not hear them, see them at the same time. That's what I like to do. But here's the thing. Jason Blaque parrots everything that Bussy Reek says. He vouches for him. Oh, they shot each other out and all of that. So you mean to tell me Jason Blaque, who was going in on Justin Pearson too, and Justin Jones, you mean to tell me he can see something wrong with them, but he don't see nothing wrong with Bussy Reek? I want y'all to pay attention. The new Black media is full of frauds. The new Black media is full of frauds. That's why I quit allowing people to liken me to them, associate with them, or any of that. That's why I stopped posting that, because they're full of frauds. The whole new Black media has been infiltrated. Now, believe it if you will, deny it if you must, but that's what it is. And this should all be so apparently true. I mean, we've already exposed Wig to the white meat. We see Bussy Reek is continuously being exposed. He's desperate at this point. So now what he's trying to do is he's trying to point the finger at someone else, just as he always does. He's trying to use reverse psychology, and his minions will fall for it, as they always have. At the end of the day, that's all it is. It's reverse psychology. Nothing but grits, day in and day out. He goes from talking good about Africans and saying how nice they treated him. And I want y'all to pay attention. Do you all remember that video that I showed you all where he said that the people paid him to sow discord between Black immigrants and us? And they wanted to pay him. He said they offered him money, not paid him. He said they offered him money to do it. And he said he didn't take it. But then it's so funny because he turned around and started doing exactly what he says they offered him money to do. So did he take the money or not? How do his stupid minions continue to believe his bullshit? And I don't care about them getting mad, because they can get mad and call me names, spew insults, whatever. None of that matters, because they don't have any receipts of anything to debunk anything that's being said about him. They don't have anything to debunk anything that's being said about him. He doesn't even have anything himself. That's why he never addresses these things. I want you all to pay attention, because like I told you all last week, you all remember last week when I told you all that I retweeted, I didn't post it, but I retweeted a video clip from Bussy Reek's Instagram Live, where he was talking about blasting and shrapnel and all that stuff. And I thought it sounded like he was threatening somebody. And then his minions quickly got in my Twitter account and said, oh, that's just not true. He was talking about talking trash. That's not what it was. This is journalism sensationalism. So I said, okay, let me go and watch the whole video. And when I watched the video, he did clean it up. He did clean it up and say blasting them verbally. So he cleaned it up. So I removed the video and I admitted that I made a mistake. But here's the thing. The minions, when they saw that I retweeted that clip, and that's not exactly what he said, they came to his defense. They came and started letting me know. Oh, they had receipts, so they thought. But it's funny because when I offered those same minions $500 to debunk any of Taharka's receipts or any of my other receipts, none of them even bothered to comment on that post. They were as quiet as a hooker in church. They had nothing to say. It was silence of the lambs. I just want y'all to pay attention. So you know what that told me? That told me that they know he's a liar. They know that he's a grifter. They know that he's a fraud. They know that he's a con. They know that he's really not for Black people, but they don't care because they're clout chasing. And so with that all being said, they are not B1 either. Okay? They are all nothing but a bunch of mindless, brainwashed raccoons. That's what they are. Because if they were not, they would call him on his bullshit. They love to hop in my chat and say, what are you doing for Black people? They love to ask Taharka, what are you doing for Black people? Anyone who opposes him, they want to say, what are you doing for Black people? What are they doing for Black people? Don't ask me what I'm doing. I don't owe you an explanation, Bussy Ricans, because you didn't give me your money. You didn't donate money to me for a grift. So I don't owe you an explanation. Bussy Rick, however, does. But y'all are not going to ask him for an explanation because you know that you'll get clowned. You'll get a whole bunch of babble. You'll get deflection, gaslighting, and insults. Childish ones at that. Okay? That's all I'm saying. At the end of the day, so they can miss me with it. That's what they can absolutely do, honey. I'm about to conclude this broadcast, but I just want y'all to know that Bussy Rick is the last one who ever needs to be trying to talk slick about anybody. Okay? He's the last one who needs to try to act like he's conducting a whole investigation of someone to go dig up receipts and prove that they're fake. Bussy Rick is the fakest person on this YouTube streets. Okay? He's the most fake person on the YouTube streets. And anybody vouching for him, y'all need to watch them with a whole side eye. That's what you need to do. Because if they're so smart and so intellectual and they still fooling with this man after all these receipts have been dropped, and none of them have even come forward to disclaim or disprove the receipts, that lets you know that they know it's all true. But they're going to stick by him because they're getting checks. And for some Negroes, a check is all that matters, not really their people. And here's another thing. Let me say this before I close out. So Bussy Rick also likened Justin Pearson to a Democratic shield, which I find interesting because he was on Revolt TV. He was at the Revolt Summit. He wants to be on a reality show and he wants to be down with Diddy. Isn't Diddy, in fact, a Democratic shield? Isn't Revolt TV used to boost the Democrats? Tariq Nasheed is no different than Tamika Mallory. Okay? He's no different than some of the same people that he tries to talk down on to claim that he's exposing. Why doesn't he expose himself? He showed that guy on Twitter that he got into the beef with, Check. He showed Check's mugshot. Why doesn't he show his own mugshot? Why doesn't he show his charges? You see how he called Taharka a sexual predator and Taharka showed proof that he wasn't, and he showed his charges and all that, gave the case number and all that. Well, when people are calling Bussy Rick a murderer, when they're calling him a drug dealer, when they're saying he went to prison, when they're saying all these things, why doesn't he show his real criminal record, his real mugshot, so that people can say, oh, well, he didn't do that? Why hasn't he addressed it? Why hasn't he addressed it? While he's busy digging up dirt on Justin Pearson, where's the dirt that he won't disprove? Why won't he disprove any of the dirt that's been dug up on him? Okay? G from the land said, make it make sense. Exactly, but he cannot. He absolutely cannot. So anyway, let me tell y'all something. He needs to really sit down somewhere. Okay? He really does. Hold on. I have one more thing I want to play, if I can find it. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. I think this is it right here.
Does some context get in your way?
I want you all to pay attention because I told you all this before and I'm going to tell you again. He talked all that trash about Taharka and Michi, okay, Dr. Umar, anybody that he got into it with that was Black. He talked all the trash about them, made video games, videos and cartoons and all kinds of foolishness, Muppet shows and all kinds of stuff. But how come he didn't say nothing about this? Hold on.
Have you ever considered LASIK in the past?
In public, in front of their families. I don't think I need to mention this, but it should be noted that there is no historical basis for these claims. What we do have, however, are phenomenal artistic renditions of these perverse acts, courtesy of Tariq. That, rather than answering the question, Tariq brought up Hampton's interracial relationship. All of this is ironic considering Nasheed's very own wife, Peanut Nasheed, has a white mother, making her half white. Tariq's in-laws are white. Does this not make him a traitor?
Some might stomach pain. With Nurtec OTT, I can treat a migraine attack and prevent one. Now,
for those of you who don't know who that was talking, that was a white man by the name of Turkey Tom, who has a YouTube channel with over 700,000 subscribers. He went in on Bussy Reed, called him an agent, showed all these receipts on him and everything. Talked about his wife and everything. He didn't say one word about Turkey Tom. I told you all that a long time ago. And in fact, hold on, I want you all to hear this too. Hold on, let me see where this is. Hold on. I want you all to hear this. The 20-minute mark. Let me find this real quick. I want you all to hear this too. This is something else that Turkey Tom showed on his video. It's a bunch of YouTubers, non-black YouTubers. Only one of them was black, but most of them were non-white. And I'm going to play this audio. Hold on.
And for being Asian while he beat him. As per usual, Tariq Nasheed couldn't resist giving his 2 cents, as he went on to accuse Andrew Yang of hiring a crisis actor to attack a random Asian man. The Kettle are guilty of this. Being surprised. The man in the video, Caleb, later stated in a Reddit post that the man recording had been harassing the for a supposed He's got a penchant for calling anyone who disagrees with him a supremacist. A group of YouTubers at VidCon 2017 got #ShutUpTariq to trend on Twitter, with a video of them all telling Tariq to shut up.
Shut up, Tariq.
Shut up, Tariq. That's all you say. Shut up, Tariq. Shut up, Tariq. Shut up, Tariq. Hey, shut up, Tariq. Shut up, Tariq. Shut the fuck up, Tariq. Shut up, Tariq. Shut up, Tariq. Shut up, Tariq.
His response was to say the following. I heard #VidCon 2017 was nothing but a white supremacist rally with nerds. How true is this? You heard it here, folks.
No, that's all he said, that he heard VidCon 2020 or whatever year it was white supremacist nerds. He didn't make any videos about any of these people that called him out. He didn't say one word about it. I find it all so interesting. Hold on. Because now I'm going to show the clip without the audio so you all can see this. Here it is right here. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. And then after this, I'm out of here.
Supremacist witch hunt. When someone pointed out he cropped out all of the black accusers from the picture he posted, he responded by changing the subject. And on the topic of race baiting, he's got a penchant for calling anyone who disagrees with him a supremacist. Was to say the following. I heard #VidCon 2017 was prosecuted for his race, and even claimed that the accusers were being made to look more black to cover up that fact. When they put all the white female Bill Cosby rape accusers on the cover of New York Magazine, we knew this was just a white supremacist witch hunt. When someone pointed out he cropped out all of the black accusers from the picture he posted, he responded by changing the subject. And on the topic of race baiting, he's got a penchant for calling anyone who disagrees with him a supremacist. A group of YouTubers at VidCon 2017 got #ShutUpTariq to trend on Twitter, with a video of them all telling Tariq to shut up.
Shut up, Tariq.
Shut up, Tariq. That's all you say. Shut up, Tariq. Shut up, Tariq. Shut up, Tariq. Hey, shut up, Tariq. Shut up, Tariq.
Okay. I actually meant to turn the audio off, but I forgot. But at the end of the day, he didn't make videos about any of them. He didn't go in on them, clown any of them. And they're all YouTubers. But I just want you all to pay attention because he's always going in on black YouTubers who call him out on his BS. That's what he's always doing. That's what he's always doing. And that was for educational purposes only. All right. And so anyway, he can sit down somewhere is all I'm saying. Make it make sense, Bussy Reek. But he can't make it make sense. And it's so funny that while he's being investigated and while people are dropping all these receipts on him, numerous people, not just one or two, not just a handful, numerous people are dropping receipts on him. But at the same time, he's trying to act like he's conducted a whole thorough investigation on somebody. Please sit down somewhere. And his minions want to act like everybody else is just hating on him or whatever they want to tell themselves to make it all make sense when clearly they cannot. Down somewhere. And his minions want to act like okay, I'm trying to look at my chat on my phone because it's frozen. And so anyway, Claudette says a hot mess. Yes, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. Okay. And then all of them told him to shut up. Okay. Cursing him out and everything. He didn't say anything about any of it. Okay. That's what he didn't do. All right. I just want y'all to pay attention to that. When he and his minions and those who vouch for him, like they're so pro-black, like Jason Black, when they sit up there and try to vouch for him and then they call out other people, you have to ask yourselves, what kind of sense do they even make? Are they in on the grift? I have questions. How do you portray yourself as so smart? And Jason Black is the one, isn't he the one that's always saying, we got to check your paperwork? But you didn't check Bussy Reek's paperwork? Well, you didn't have to really check it because it's all over the internet. And you didn't bother to read it. You don't have nothing to say about Bussy Reek's paperwork, Jason Black? Jason Black's paperwork's already been posted too. And that's likely why he don't have nothing to say about Bussy Reek's paperwork. Talking about check paperwork. Let's check yours. How can a man who doesn't even show his face tell anybody that he's going to check some paperwork? Do you all know that's a whole oxymoron? You don't even show your face. No one has seen you on YouTube in person yet. And you sitting there talking about checking paperwork. Make yourself make sense. Okay? Make yourself make sense. And here's the thing. About a month ago, when I was going in on Bussy Reek, one of Bussy Reek's minions put in my comment section telling somebody, oh, yeah, I bet you she's going to be going in on Jason Black next. Well, yeah, I am. And you know how they knew that? Because they know that he's fake too. That's why they would even say it. Why would you even say it? You could have said anybody, but you said Jason Black. Why would you say it? Because you know that he's fake too. So sit down somewhere. Okay? They're not as dumb as they pretend to be. They know what's going on, but they're so busy and thirsty trying to be next to whom they think is a celebrity or somebody whom they think has money and clout, and they're clout chasing, they'll just do whatever and overlook all these things and then try to come to the real pro-black people, the real grassroots people, and try to call us out. Like me, Taharka, and Michi. They'll try to call us out, ask us what are we doing. What we aren't doing is grifting. That's what. Okay, we're not grifting. That's what we're not doing. Okay, sit down somewhere. Minions. And so anyway, with that all being said, my time is up. All right, everyone, please like and share. Also, if anybody thinks that people are not seeing your comments and you're in the chat, nobody's responding to your comments, please send me an email, okay? Because I accidentally hid someone from the channel last night. I don't know who it was. But I saw Bussy Reekian in here, a Bussy Reekian apologist in the chat. And I tried, when I was watching my live back, because I'll go back and check my chats to see if anybody said anything slick that the mods may have missed. And I was checking the chats and I saw somebody said something slick and I went to hide them from the channel, but I accidentally hit somebody else first. And I couldn't find who the person was. I looked through my list and couldn't figure out who it was. So if you feel like nobody's seen your comments or whatever, or you feel like you've been blocked accidentally, send me an email, okay, with your name, your YouTube name or whatever, so I can look, so I can unblock you or unhide you. Oh, so crazy, honey. It is. Buckhorse DC said all hell broke loose. You already know. Okay. Yes, that crazy bitch. Every time, do you see me writing? Whomever it is, it's not someone that's normally in my chat, because when I went through my list of blocked or hidden users, I didn't recognize any of the names as being people that I commonly see. Okay? At Love, stop trolling. Hold on. Who is At Love, Dan? What are they saying? Hold on. Let me see. People are ignorant. FBA are the initials for the deadly virus. FBA full blown since the 80s. You're absolutely right. That is true. That is true. I just want y'all to know. That is what they called it. FBA, full-blown AIDS. That's absolutely true. But at the end of the day, Vince I Am said that hashtag needs to go viral. Yeah, let's make it go viral, everybody. Hashtag shut up, Tariq. Okay, let's make it go viral again. Okay, let's get it popping. Let's make it trend like we did hashtag buy a wig. I had hashtag buy a wig trending so much so that Hollywood Unlocked used it when they were going in on Donald Trump. They put on Donald Trump's picture, hashtag buy a wig. Okay. So anyway, Love said they're not trolling. They said FBA does stand for that. At the end of the day, honey, Dan said hashtag shut up Tariq. Okay. So with that all being said, I'm going to conclude this broadcast. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Y'all know I love you to life. Okay. Everyone, please like and share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Unsubscribe if you're mad and in your feelings. Okay. Because it's only going to get worse from here. It's not going to get any better as far as I'm concerned about Bussy Reek. And with that all being said, honey, each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives.
Yo, Nick, hit him with that flavor.
Gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now.
That's
See
right.
a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy.
Real slick.
I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got... I forgot to tell you all, for those of you who follow the spiritual channel, Queen Amadai TV, More Than Meets the Third Eye, if you saw part 1 about the self-hypnosis yesterday, then part 2 is going to premiere today at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, for the members of the channel, and that video is for anybody that wants to watch it, but for the members of the channel, I'm going to go live, or at least upload something for the members today, probably around 3:30, okay? And so I will see you all there.